Hi, everybody. Wait a second. We keep getting cut off. Making sure we're on the right camera. It's Sunday night. What do you expect? Welcome to CastorsCorner.com. Welcome to our live toy of the day here on our YouTube channel. I'm your host, Khalil. Very happy to have you guys here today. Head over to CastorsCorner.com for a close-up look at these figures. You can check out our Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. We are at Castors Corner on all of those. We put up close-up shots on there as well. And check out the Cornercast podcast this week with our friend MCU Collector. Next week, tomorrow, with Toy Shiz, and more to come. We're batch recording a bunch of them next weekend. So yeah. I know I was supposed to do Marvel Legends Bad Guys Wave tonight, but something else kind of hit, and I figured it was better to talk about them tonight because everybody's kind of getting them today. So this is the reason why you should go out and get them. I found the new Marvel Legends Retro Wave 3. It was posted on our Connecticut collectors board, which is really nice. Saw somebody posted they were found in Connecticut. Seen the auction starting on Friday and hitting various targets. And it was like scattershot, because usually what we see when new figures and toys come out is we see them start to hit on the West Coast and then slowly work their way east. So, or we'll see them in the Midwest and then East and West kind of. And so they showed up in California, but then they also showed up, I don't know, Ohio or Illinois, and we saw some in Florida and then Virginia. So they were kind of just hitting everywhere this weekend, which is really unusual. Which is really unusual for this kind of thing. We don't usually see it like this coordinated. This is how distribution should work. So saw that they were hitting and hit a bunch of stores yesterday. Not really looking for them. Not really up for the argument, to be honest with you, of trying to get them out of the back room at certain places. So I really wasn't going to go look for them. And I saw that they were posted this morning on our board. And even then, the person took a little while to respond as to where he found them. And even then, I was kind of like, I don't know. I'm not really, I just don't have it in me. I'm kind of tired. I just wanted the day off, to be honest with you. And because Friday night, I was like, I'm done. I got the bad guys. I got all the Clone Wars figures. I'm done. I'm out. I got a break for a couple weeks until new stuff starts to hit. And, well, that went out the window. Because Bill texted me midday and said, hey, Newington has them, New Britain has them, Manchester has a big number at various targets, and they were probably wave 3. So I really went back and forth. I stayed home until like 4 o'clock, because everything happened like 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, and I was just like, I'm just gonna stay home. Like I'm not going out. And then I went out and I got them. And so I went to one Target and gave them the DPCI, and they were like, yeah, we got 5 in the back. And I said, sure, it's an assortment. I want most of them. Just bring them all out. And he came out with one, and it was Cyclops. And he's like, here you go. And I go, you said you had more. And he said, yeah, we got 5 more of these in the back. And I go, you have 5 more Cyclopses in the back? I don't think so. And he goes, yeah. And I go, are you sure they're all Cyclops? And he said, yeah. And I said, well, yeah, sure. I'll take all 5. Why don't you just bring them all out? And whatever I don't take, I will put on the shelf because your shelves are empty. And he said, okay, sure. And he went back and he came out with 5 more. 2 Hulks, 1 Cyclops, 1 Ant-Man, and 1 Vision. So there was my first stop. I got these 3 guys. And so I was looking for a Bullseye and a Sue Storm for myself and an extra Sue Storm for Bill. And so I hopped on the highway, told Bill I was on the way, going to the other one that he had not gone to yet. And walked down the aisle, or scanned the tag first, said there were none in the back, and then went to the aisle and saw Sue. just sitting on the shelf. And then I looked down, what was laying on the shelf underneath her? Bullseye. 5 for 5. It's a 6-figure wave with Cyclops, but thanks to Hasbro Pulse, the 2-packs, I got Cyclops already. So I really only needed 5 out of the 6. And I think at this point now, we are completely caught up. So everything that was in the 2-packs that came out at Christmas time with Hasbro Pulse, we've gotten in figure form. Because it was Iron Man and Cap and Black Panther, Iron Man and Cyclops, Spider-Man and Electro, and those were the 3-packs, right? So it's 6 plus the 2 variants. So right now, as of right now, everything that they did on Hasbro Pulse is now out. So whatever comes out in Wave 4, whether it's repaints or not, and I have no idea what's going to be part of Wave 4, will be all new figures. So I will be on the hunt for 6 of those. I think Hulk is double packed. Bullseye might also be double packed, but I can't confirm that for sure because I did not see a full case. Just saw what was left on the shelf. So taking a look at him, Hulk is the same sculpt as the original Green Hulk from Wave 1, retail Wave 1, with a new head. So he did get a new head for this one. So you can see it's a little bit weirder, a little more Frankenstein-esque, where this one is a little more cartoon-based. Ant-Man is supposed to be Hank Pym. Classic costume. Looks really good. I think it's a really nice figure. No accessories for most of the figures in this wave. Vision does have his big cape, but unlike Magneto, there is no plug in the back. So it kind of just hovers there. It doesn't readily or easily come off. And considering these heads don't pop, you might have to heat it if you wanted this off for some reason. But I think it looks really good with him. Standard articulation, they're not 5, they're 7 points of articulation. So you've got shoulders, hips, head, and then the wrist swivel here, or the forearm swivel. I think he looks great. I am actually very, very surprised that he was not part of a wave that had Wanda in it too. I would have thought that would have been the perfect pairing. So maybe Wanda in Wave 5. I don't know. So there's Vision, there's Ant-Man. We looked at the Hulk. Sue Storm to go with Wave. I'm getting them all mixed up. Wave 1, right? Wave 1 Johnny Storm. Nice addition. Very 80s look for her. Very, very bright costume. Eyes are painted perfectly in the center, which is a nice thing to see. We've seen some paint problems with them. I'll be honest with you. Again, like I always say, to the naked eye, these look fine. It wasn't until I looked at the close-up and edited the pictures for Bullseye that I noticed that there's a little bit of paint, black paint showing through the skin tone under his mask. But again, to my naked eye, I couldn't see that. So photos are going to, show that. And I don't touch them up at all. I usually just fix the lighting if it's too dark and crop them down a little bit. But I don't do any actual photo editing to them. So what you see is bare eye camera of what it's capturing. Her costume is really, really bright. I don't know what I really expected from it, but it's brighter than I thought it was going to be, but it reflects the 80s look for them. So I assume that Reed will also be in this bright costume. And the Thing will have a pair of bright blue trunks whenever he does come out. And then finally, we got Bullseye here. So we have a villain to go with our Daredevil, which is a nice thing, and our Elektra. And he does come with accessories. He actually comes with the 2 size, which ironically is what he killed Elektra with. So in the comic books, he is a really cool figure. I'm really glad that they did him so close to Daredevil and Elektra. I feel like there's definitely showing that there's a little bit of a plan in place with doing some of this stuff, which is fun to see. You get Elektra, you get Daredevil, you get Bullseye. If they did a Kingpin, I would consider like done. Like I can put Daredevil's little universe away. I really do think I would like to see more villains in the line. I want Doctor Doom. I want the leader for the Hulk. I'd like to see a Red Skull or some other colorful villain for Cap. Definitely Mandarin for Iron Man. Maybe some of the armored characters too. Some more Avengers characters. I really do want villains. I just realized that I can pull out. I've got the old Mole Man statues that came out like the Marvel Legends Masterpiece line, and I think those mole monsters will look really good with her. Fing Fang Foom will look great with Iron Man. The Build-A-Figures for Hasbro Marvel Legends are going to look great with these guys. I mean, they're going to look amazing, especially the old ones. And can you imagine the Sentinel whenever we get those in September and throw those with our X-Men? But I'm excited to see like a 6-figure wave that I'm all in for. I mean, with this one, it was 5 figures, so it was fine. But I'm excited to see what's coming for the next wave. And it's like, these are out. Okay, what's wave 4? Like, I want to know what wave 4 is. But I have a feeling we won't see those until the fall. Because the first 2 waves launched in March. This one is technically June-ish as we go into June. So we probably won't see something until maybe September, October. I could be wrong, but I'm excited for these. These are great. These are hitting Targets. They should hit Walmarts. They should hit Specialty and others in the next few weeks. They're about $10, so there's not a lot of investment there. They're kind of fun. Card backs have some fun rhymes on the back, so you can check those out. We put those up on our Instagram page and Facebook and Twitter, which are at Kastor's Corner. You go to kastorscorner.com for a full gallery of these guys. And check out the Cornercast podcast up on Apple Podcasts. Hit that subscribe button down below. We really appreciate it. The more of you that subscribe, the more cool things we get to do, and then we get to share them with you. And really, that's the best part of this journey. It has been an exhausting weekend. We got some really cool toys, and I don't know if I'm ready for Monday, but we've got more coming. We've got the Bad Guys wave. We've got the Black Widow 2-pack. We've got Lego. We've got a lot coming up in the next few weeks. So head on back tomorrow night to check that out. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow again on the Toy of the Day here on kastorscorner.com.